Welcome to the Yessy the Science Healing Podcast, episode 28.
Oi, thank you. Welcome to this episode. This is the last episode that I'm gonna be recording for Colombia in a while. We are almost ready to go back home, and yeah, that's gonna be quite something. If this is the first time that you are hearing the podcast, my name is Yessy. I'm an earwear designer, and my studio is in Connecticut. But we are visiting my family here in Colombia. I'm here with my nephews, my family, everybody. In this episode that we have been preparing for you, I'm gonna show you more things about Barranquilla, some surrounding areas that we have been enjoying as a family, and there is gonna be some knitting involved as well. This is usually a podcast that is basically or usually about knitting, anything that I'm doing in the fiber community, the projects that I'm working on in my studio. Maybe I'm gonna show you some patterns that are gonna be released in the future. And this episode is gonna be a little different. If you have seen previous episodes of our travels in Colombia, I try to share with you as much as I can, and this is gonna be the same case with this trip. There are gonna be some places that you're gonna see for the first time. There are gonna be some places that we have seen for the first time, so I'm gonna share all that I can with you. I don't remember if in the previous episode I shared the plans or the pieces that I was gonna bring in for our trip, for our vacation. I know I showed you the maple shawl. I don't think I showed you the Friday tee from Petite Net that I brought to finish. I just did whatever I did for the last episode, and I haven't touched it. I brought a pattern, a piece that it's gonna be a pattern that is gonna be released in the winter. I brought my computer, all my notes, everything to do the grading, and I haven't touched it. I didn't even take final pictures of the sweater because at the location where I wanted to go, we couldn't make it, and then it's been just busy with the kids, with the family, and all of that. I haven't touched my computer at all. So everything that I brought over here, some things I sent back with my husband when I went because I knew there was not gonna be any way that I was gonna be able to work on them. But I have been working a little bit on a piece that I'm gonna show you in a few moments. So sit down. This episode is gonna be more relaxing than the previous one. We went to the ocean, we went to the river, so it's gonna be a little bit more quiet than everything that we did in Cartagena. So bring your project that you're working on, enjoy working on it as you watch this episode, and I'm gonna see you in a future segment. this was recorded quite a few weeks ago when we were in Colombia, and my nephew, he really wanted to make an appearance. So there he is, my first nephew, that's Esteban. I named the Esteban COWL and the Esteban BEANIE after him, and he's such a cutie. I miss him so much every day. So some weeks have passed since I recorded the introduction for this episode. So a lot has happened since then. Reason why I haven't been recording that much. My circumstances have changed quite a bit, so my knitting time has been not as much as before. I haven't been knitting as much as before, but like always, I'm enjoying everything that I have been working on, and let's see how we continue to work with these episodes. I think so far I'm gonna try to keep the episodes shorter, so it's easier on us to edit and put the videos on YouTube for you guys to enjoy them. So let's see, this episode is supposed to be shorter than the other ones. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but I am gonna give it my best. I hope that you all have been okay, that the change from summer to fall is finding you with more courage or more endurance to face what you are facing. So since I saw you last time, I have been working on a few pieces. Not all of them have been shared on my Instagram. I used to be very good at, I'm working on this, and then I share it. I'm working on this piece and I'm sharing it. I am knitting quite a lot, more than I thought I would be at this time of the year. We had in my town a weekend in the life with Decade Days. So if you remember, they came on April and they did a weekend in the life. They came on September and they did a weekend in the life fall edition. If you don't know why we are hosting the Weekend in the Life with Decade Days, which is a Gilmore Girl event, I invite you to watch. Now I have to see. I'll put in here in what episode I'm sharing what happened the last time they came. So it's a busy time for us at Company on Back. And Company on Back is the official gift shop for Stars Hollow. So I have some of my pieces in there. And right now we are, I think, about 45 local artisans. So when we have events like this, we try to make more things to be ready to host all the ones that are going to be coming from all over the world. The event was really good. I'm going to put on the description below or maybe a picture in here of who came from the show to this event. If you followed my stories and a couple of the posts on my Instagram, it was exciting, or more exciting this time for me, because with the town, I organized the Looks Challenge. So what this challenge was about is that this particular day, which was a Saturday, at the gazebo in our downtown in New Milford, Scott Patterson was going to make an appearance. He was going to meet some of his fans, and the lines are pretty long. There is a lot of people that come. So I talked to the town and I pitched the idea of the Looks Challenge, talked to Decade Days to see, through Melissa, the owner of Company on Back, to see if this is something that everybody would approve. So basically I had a table by the gazebo by Scott Patterson, and this was going to be something that people would be invited to do as they waited in line. So I had some yarn. I'm going to put a picture or a video in here. I had some yarn from my friend Sarah. She released her collection of the Gilmore Girl collection. This is I Am an Autumn, handmade by Heidi. It's her handle on Instagram. So I had her yarn, and I had some other yarn where I started working on a scarf. So people were invited to sit down and knit a row or knit 2 rows, how many rows they wanted, to sit down with their coffee and knit. So we had quite a few people sitting down. It was really nice. We had both men and women sitting down and knitting on this scarf. I am almost done with it. So after the event, I continue working on it, and this is going to be donated to a local shelter. So when I'm done, I have to go to the town hall and see what are the options there, what kind of shelters, and then make a decision on where this scarf is going to go to. So I'll keep you updated on that. So that was pretty exciting. People were so happy to meet Scott Patterson. I got to meet him a little bit that day, but talked to him the following day when I told him about a scarf that I made for him. So here I'm gonna put a picture. I needed the Lux scarf. This is a pattern that is gonna be coming soon. This winter, most likely maybe the end of fall, as I am finishing doing some other, working on some other projects. So I made this scarf. I chose this yarn from Hobbii that had these different colors on it. It's a beautiful, beautiful yarn to work with. And it had the colors of the Lux sign, which is red, yellows, but in the middle, and it has some purples, but I didn't use the purple on this scarf. And in between the yellow and the red, there is like a fall transition. There are some browns in there. So I thought it was the perfect colorway, like look meets fall. So I made it for him. A couple of the ladies that were attending gave him the scarf when they met him on Saturday. So that was pretty exciting. And on Sunday, I got to be with him and talk to him about the meaning behind the scarf and why I made it for him and the meaning of the colors and all of that. So that was pretty exciting. So that happened. That kept me busy for quite some time. And also, I am, as you have heard before, I have some of my pieces at Company on Bank. From October to December, I am gonna be at another place. It's called Market Street Creatives. That's in Torrington, Connecticut. And it's a beautiful, amazing place. There are hundreds of vendors over there. It's like a marketplace. It's an old building that got renovated to host all of us local artisans that would like to be in there, and it's like if we have a storefront. So for these 3 months, I'm using the trial period that they give you. You have the option of either getting there right away or a 3-month trial period. So during these 3 months, I'm gonna be with my friend Maddie from Chiquita Crochet, and I'm gonna put here either a picture or a video of how my space is looking like. So it's pretty exciting, but as exciting as it is, there is more work to keep restocking, but it's always nice. I love making and see people getting the pieces. When I'm in markets, I love doing markets. I love to meet the people that is getting the pieces and know where the pieces are gonna go, if it's either for them or if it's for a gift. I always love that one-on-one connection with the people. So I'm pretty excited to be there. So a lot of the pieces that I have been making, it's literally, I make a couple of beanies or cowls or something, and then I take them there, and I haven't really had the energy to, okay, let's take a proper picture and post it and all of that. But I'm gonna show you most of what I have been working on. I have been working on a lot of Sierra Nevada beanies like this one. So this is a pattern that was released a while ago. And I love working on this beanie because it's perfect to have on the go, for example. I love the texture of this beanie. This beanie is very loved at market since I released the pattern. It's very loved also by knitters that want to make their own. So I have been making quite a few Sierra Nevada beanies, and I have been also making SAWYER heel beanies. These are perfect to use with my, let me see if they're okay, to use with my partial skeins of yarn for the color work parts. I love working on this beanie. It's super relaxing. It's easy to memorize, and I have it in so many different colors. A lot of colors are like this solid with solid, or like a variegated tone that goes in there. So I have been making a lot of these beanies, and that's it. I have been pretty busy making, doing school, going from here to there with my oldest, and it's been quite a lot. I am very tired. At the end of the day, I am just exhausted. So when I used to say, oh, I'm working super early in the morning and late at night, that's still happening, kind of, not um, regularly, but is not as much time as before. So those are the things that have kept me busy, to put everything in a nutshell. Also, there is a new pattern that is going to be coming out on December. That's very exciting for me. It's a garment pattern. So I'm going to show you how it's looking like so far. I don't know when this podcast is going to be ready for you, but today I sent the newsletter for the tester call. So if you're watching this episode and then you think that you can make this sweater in a short period of time, just send me a message on Instagram, or if you want to put in the comments here on YouTube your email, I'll stay in touch with you. I'll let you know how everything is looking, if there is room for you. I hope there is some room for you, but just stay in touch with me in there. So this is the Milagros sweater. I work here with Skyland. This is a beautiful yarn with blue sky fibers. I will share more about the details of this sweater in a future episode. But this is the adult version of the Milagros sweater. So this is a sweater that I released in the child sizes a while ago. I think it was during the beginning of COVID, I would say. So this pattern has been on my list for a while, and finally I could get to it. The difference that I made with this sweater is that I try to think of myself, the things that I would wear, but these are some things that are very easy to adjust. I apologize for the sound. I have the washing machine going. I tell you, so much multitasking is happening these days. So I made a change on the sleeve, for example. There is a longer ribbing. I love sweaters that have a long ribbing. I also love sweaters that are a little bit shorter on the front and longer in the back. So I made slit opening on the sweater. And I have some pictures that I took, and look at this color. This color was just so beautiful. The yarn is so soft. Again, I will share more details about this yarn in a future episode. I haven't taken final pictures of this sweater, but I took some very quick to share to the testers. I'm waiting for everything to look a little bit more wintry, because this is gonna be a winter pattern release with blue sky fibers. So let's see. I am pretty excited about this one. I already have some yarn to make another Milagros sweater. So these are the things that are happening on my little corner in the world here in my studio. My studio is finding a lot of little empty spaces as things are getting made, but it's pretty exciting. I love to be busy in a creative way. I am done right now with all the responsibilities for the year with yarn companies, and it gives me a little bit more room to work on other things. So I started already to make decisions on what are the patterns that are going to be released next year, hopefully by next fall and next winter. And hopefully there is gonna be a home piece. I try to have a home piece during the spring. So let's see how everything goes. I am trying at this point not to make too many plans, because as I mentioned before, my circumstances have changed. A lot of days I am hardly at home. So I am trying to make decisions that at the end of the day are not gonna feel overwhelming to me. I have some WIPS that are kind of untouched that you have seen before, but I try to show you some of them some of them next time. So I hope that you guys are doing okay. I hope that this fall is finding you, as I mentioned before, with more courage to face the situations that you have to face. But at the same time, I hope that it gives you a lot of joyful moments that you can find some moments where you can knit or crochet or work on the craft of your choice. So I'm gonna see you next time. Don't forget to like this episode if you liked it. I feel like I was a little bit all over the place like I am in real life. Subscribe if you haven't, so you can just make sure that you get the different episodes that are gonna be coming. And that's it from this side. Happy making and happy knitting.